Good morning, folks. I want to welcome you guys to the Bahamas. Welcome aboard the Balibu and nice to have you with us. We're going to have you lovely guests in your submarine in about 20 minutes. Your captain is Captain Rodney. My name is Tomorrow, and I'm going to give you all a sightseeing tour of the cruise now. You're going to sit back, relax, and enjoy your life. I guess in case of an emergency, guys, we have life vests. They're seated like in the middle bench right here. We have 3 exits over to the right and there are 2 on the left. Over this, that's our folks right in Nassau, the downtown area. The island is no problem, so it's 21 miles long and 7 miles wide. Here where the cruise ship set up, that's the Prince George, one of the largest in the Caribbean. At this dock, you can accommodate 9 ships at any time. Today we're going to have it 4. By the name of David Cozy. I think Friday only paid $800 for that. Stop. That's the yoga retreat. As that's where you go when you want to exercise and meditate. At the yoga, there's no smoking, no drinking, no eating. That's why they have no people. That's why you go and cook meat. Behind the beach, those 2 big buildings in the back, to my customer says. That's phase 3 of the Atlantis. It's the Cove and the Reef. That's a 1,500-room hotel, along with a 600-unit condominium. Now you can rent if you stay 1 night at the Cove, it's going to run you over $2,000. I'll let you guys my house for $50 a night. The three hotel that you guys see right here in the center, that's phase 2 of the Atlantis Hotel and Casino. See the piece in the middle that looks like a bridge or an arch? That's the Lake Michael Jackson Suite. It goes for $25,000 a night. You have to stay there a minimum of 4 nights. Yeah. Yeah. This is a good one. So now we're going to go in the back with the two-fish shotgun. That's a casino. Right here, they cut the island open and made a marina. You can fill it through the hotel in New York. The colorful buildings coming up out from the water, those are condominiums and timeshare. That's a part of Atlantis. It's called the Harborside Resort. You can buy one of those units for $700,000. We charge you $700,000 for this window and a door. Now, later on when you guys get an opportunity, if you want to check out Paradise Island, see the boats out here to the left under the bridge. Those are ferry boats. Folks, they go back and forth every 30 minutes until 6 p.m. They bring you over here to see Atlantis, the beach, the shops, and the casino. Charge $4 per person each way. The 2 bridges out from Lake and Nassau PI. The one further ahead was built in 1967 for $2 million. That took the traffic over Nassau. The one right out front they built in 1998 for $22 million. Brings the traffic over to Paradise. When you drive over this first bridge, they charge you $1. If you walk, it's free. I walk. That's how I stay sexy. So guys, if you don't know by now, Paradise Island is only for the millionaires. Not the poor people. All the poor folks like me, we stay on Nassau. We look way over here to the left, see that pink hotel right across from us with the flag on top. That's phase 1 of the Atlantis, is the Coral Towers. That flag, that's the Indian flag. Black, gold, and aquamarine. The 3 colors to represent something here. The black represent the people, the gold represent the sun, the aquamarine represent the water and the sky. Actually, at the time, we celebrated 49 years of independence. We had a big celebration and we shut the island down. Everybody got went sick. On April, so we get all the stuff on the building. We drive in on the building. We have 700 islands and over 2,000 keys. Anything over a mile long, that's an island. Number of mile, it's a key. CA1. 700 over 2,000 keys. Only 29 islands are under $1,000 per square foot. You guys are like, you know, about 25 feet or 700. Right behind those trees right on top of the hill, you're going to see a scout structure that has a white purple fence right out front of those pretty purple flowers. So right there, that's the French cloisters. It's when you go for your wedding. Yes. You want a nice picture of your gentleman. There's a lot of superstition saying if you go there and have a wedding, you'll have a long-lasting marriage. I tried that. I did it for me. Don't worry about the book in the long run. See what I'm from the time that never happened. As most of you know, Nassau was once a residence of pirates. The business of the day was piracy, shipwrecking, and whatnot. Yes. And the pirates of the community. The minute I go to you to the left, see the road that you need to, shoot there it is. I think she will go in the neighbors. Tiger Woods might be running at Barry North, they're going to the next side of the mountain.
No pictures on the phone, it's just yeah, they are red. They're like one color off. That's full. Well, yellow one. Did you see him when they fought?
Now the reason why the fish are so smart is because they are always in school. Thank you very much, thank you. Now the depth of the water that we're in is 20 feet. The water temperature outside right now is 80 degrees. Nice, nice. The gray ones are the gray snappers. You see the big gray one? That's a mutton snapper. See the captain is upstairs, he's feeding them bread. See the pretty blue one? See the pretty blue parrotfish right here? Pretty, isn't it? See the pretty blue one? Right here.
Yes, wow.
Yes, it's a parrotfish. Parrot, like the bird, the parrot.
Oh, parrot.
Yeah, parrot, yes.
What about the one with the blue back and the yellow body?
That's a Spanish hogfish. Spanish hogfish. You notice some of the gray snappers, they have a marking across their eyes. Now that's how we tell the difference between the girls and the boys. The fish with the marking across their eyes, that's the girls. That's eyeliner. Now this is a national park, meaning no snorkeling, no fishing, no scuba diving. You just come and you look and take pictures. That's it. If you're caught fishing in this marine park, they will fine you $1,000. You just come and you look, that's all.
What is that? The white one? That's down there. What? Oh, 这边好多好多 fish. Oh, 这边 yeah. Oh my god. Whoa. That guy's huge. I like how big he is. Look how big that guy is.
The ones with the yellow and black stripes are the sergeant majors. When you go on a night dive scuba diving and it's really, really dark, and you put your dive light on them, that yellow and black, it's fluorescent, it lights right up. Pretty in the nighttime, pretty, pretty, pretty. Very pretty in the nighttime.
Did you see it? The parrot went under the boat.
Look at the, oh, that's the one he's talking about, this checkerboard, that's the parrot.
Yeah, that's the parrotfish with the checkerboard.
Yeah.
Now, the big fish with the yellow back.
It's got a yellow dorsal fin and it's got a red underbelly.
Oh, that's a Nassau grouper. 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 See the gray angelfish? The flat gray one? That's an angelfish. Angel. Now this is 12 feet of water. Watch how deep it's going to get.
Like, get a picture of me.
Do you want my jacket?
I would like to be able to, I don't know, all are. Most of them couldn't. Okay, welcome aboard everybody. How's everyone doing today? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'd like to welcome you all to the Bahamas and thank you all for coming. Okay, it's a pleasure to have you all here with us today. All Alright, my name is Jermaine. I'll be taking care of you guys. Okay, today we're going to be visiting historical Fort Fincastle. We're also going to be riding through downtown Nassau. Okay, I'll be giving you guys some history on the island, as well as showing you some historical buildings along the way. Alright?
Yay!
Alright. Okay, we just recently celebrated 41 years of independence here on the island. Alright, very happy and proud about that. Thank you very much. Okay, July 10th, 1973. The Union Jack, which is the British flag, was lowered for the final time. And the Bahamian flag was hoisted for the very first time. Okay. Now our Bahamian flag colors are aquamarine, gold, and black. The aquamarine representing the sea, the gold representing the sun, and the black representing the strength and vigor of the people. Now this island here of Nassau, New Providence, okay, this is the capital of the Bahamas. There's approximately 210,000 persons living here. Now the Bahamas collectively is made up of 700 islands and keys. And of these 700 islands and keys, about 27 of our islands are inhabited. Okay? And the total population for the entire Bahamas is approximately 375,000 persons. Now some of our islands here in the Bahamas are also privately owned. Okay, David Copperfield, the magician, owns one of our islands. So does the actor Johnny Depp. And the entertainers Jay-Z and Beyonce also just recently acquired one of our islands as well.
Oh, okay.
Anybody interested in purchasing an island, you can just let me know. Alright, I'll give you that number you need.
What does it cost?
You took it on a piece of paradise as well. That depends on what size island you're looking to buy. And how developed you're looking at. How much development's already done on it. Okay, most of them don't have airports, so you're going to need a helicopter in the gas. Okay. Now this right here is the downtown Bay Street area. Okay. You can find all of your high-end stores down here. Your Gucci, Fendi, Coach, Cartier, as well as a number of duty-free liquor stores, banks, restaurants, clothing stores, souvenir stores. That's about everything you're looking for you can find right here in this downtown Bay Street area. Okay. They said this is the main shopping area for cruise ship passengers and locals alike. Now these buildings here to your right, okay, were erected in the 1800s by the Loyalists. Okay, and we call this section over here to your right Parliament Square. Okay, this crest on this building in the center would be our coat of arms. This statue here to your right is of Queen Victoria. It was erected in 1905 by funds donated by the public, who held her in very high esteem. Okay, over here to your left, we got Rawson Square. Okay, that statue over there is the bust of our first Governor General, a man called Sir Milo B. Butler. Okay, now these buildings here to your right are our House of Assembly and Senate buildings, and behind them are our magistrate and Supreme Courts. Okay. Now Rawson Square is also the center stage for our biggest cultural event, okay, which is called the Junkanoo Parade. Anybody ever heard about the Junkanoo Parade before? Yeah. Okay, for those who haven't, it's similar to Carnival or Mardi Gras, okay, in which the participants are dressed in costumes beautifully designed from crepe paper. Okay, they march right along the street. They also have the dancers behind them, the music section, the guys with the goatskin drums, the bass drums, the horn blowers. It's a wonderful event. Okay, we have the main parades twice a year, which is Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. And we also, we bring in our New Year as well. Okay, it starts 12 midnight Christmas night, and also 12 midnight on New Year's Eve night. Okay, now right here to your right, this is the Bahamas Historical Society and Museum. Okay, this is where you can go if you want to find out some more about the history and culture of our islands. You also find some old Junkanoo pieces in there as well. You want to find out some more about Junkanoo. Okay, right here to your left, this is our General Hospital. Okay, this part right here is a new multi-million-dollar addition. This is to be our new critical care block. Okay, this part here hasn't yet opened, but the main hospital is still open and fully functional. It has been from the 1800s, and it was called the Bahamas General Hospital. Okay, but in 1955, when Princess Margaret visited our shores, in her honor, we renamed our hospital the Princess Margaret Hospital, which is now called today. Okay, we also have public and private wards here at this hospital, and any Bahamian citizen that comes here for treatment, whether they have no cash or no insurance, they will be treated. Okay? Nobody will be turned away. Okay? Now directly ahead of us, on top of this hill, this large white cylindrical figure is our city's water tower. Okay, this water tower stands at 126 feet and is 216 feet above sea level. Okay, it holds about 500,000 gallons of water, which it supplies to this immediate area, as well as to this general hospital over here to your left. Also directly ahead of us is a pathway. Okay, and at the end of that pathway, there's a staircase, which we call the Queen's Staircase, or 66 steps. Okay, and that staircase was dug out as an escape route from Fort Fincastle into the city. Okay, and that staircase was dug out between 1798 and the early 1800s by the slaves. Okay, and you know, back then they didn't have any heavy machinery. Okay, so the slaves had to dig that out with a chisel and a hammer. Alright. Now, Fort Fincastle was built by Lord Dunmore, who was also known as Viscount Fincastle, hence where the fort got its name from. Now, we do have 4 forts here on the island. Okay, there's Fort Fincastle on top of Bennett's Hill. Then we've got Fort Montague, which is at the eastern end of the island. We've also got Fort Charlotte, which is at the western end of the island. And then we've got Fort Nassau, which is currently at the British Colonial Hilton Hotel site. You know, none of our forts were ever in use. Okay, we never went to battle. So about a half a century ago or so, Britain came and they took their rail cannons back and they replaced them with replicas. Alright? So we pretty much didn't need the firepower. Alright? Now this green building right here to your right, this is a police station. Okay, all police stations on the island are green and painted as such, and all government buildings here on the island are pink. Okay? This police station here to your right actually is our police headquarters. Okay, we also have a fire station and a police barracks here to your right. And all of our high-ranking officers, our commissioner of police, deputy commissioner, and so on, would have their offices over here to your right. And over here to your left, this is our public treasury department. Okay, 80% of the government's revenue is collected. It's kept right there in that building. Okay, and that is why we saw fit to build it directly in front of our police headquarters. Our public treasury department is also our only government building that is not pink. Okay. Now this road right here is called Prison Lane. Okay, and most of the homes around here are over 100 years old. Okay, and that's because after slavery was abolished, okay, most of the slaves tend to build their homes close to the forts because they felt safer. Okay. You guys also notice the streets around here are pretty small for two-way traffic.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's because they're only designed for horse and carriages. Okay, they didn't anticipate big buses and trucks coming along back then. Okay, so pretty much on a congested day, only the best of the best drivers need to come up here. So, okay, now right over here to your right, you see these 2 orange cones all right here to your right. That's the top of the Queen's Staircase on 66 steps, which I told you about earlier. It was dug out by the slaves as an escape route. You guys can also come and check that out as well. Okay, this lower rock right here to your right is called limestone rock. Okay, this is what most of the islands of the Bahamas are made of. This rock has a very, very hard exterior and a crocodile or a chalky type interior. Okay, right here to your left is the city's water tower I was telling you about that stands at 126 feet and is 216 feet above sea level. Okay, over here to your right, this gray building is where the restrooms are located. We also got a gift shop next door if you want to get a cold drink or a snack. Okay. Now this is the Fort Fincastle we're entering right now. As you can see, we got vendors out here with their strawworks goods and souvenirs. Okay. Now I'm going to give you guys 20 minutes, alright? That's 20 minutes, which you can shop with the vendors, take some pictures, probably check out the Queen's Staircase, or if you choose, you can pay $1 per person for this booth directly ahead of us, which a tour guide will come out and give you a tour of Fort Fincastle over here to your right. Now, this is very important, everybody, very, very important. I'll be parked over here to your right where you see these buses are parked. Okay, my bus number is 131. Okay, that's the number on the front and back license plate of the bus. 131. Okay, I'll repeat, I'll give you guys 20 minutes. That's 20 minutes. But you can shop with the vendors, take some pictures, probably check out the Queen's Staircase. Or if you choose, you can pay $1 per person for this booth directly ahead of us, which a tour guide will come out and give you a tour of Fort Fincastle over here to your right. Okay, if you were to follow the street to its end on either side, you'd either end up at a beach or at the ocean. Okay, now this island here of Nassau is one of the smaller islands in our chain of islands of the Bahamas. This island here is only 21 miles long, 7 miles wide. Okay, our biggest island would be to the west of this island, which is called Andros, which is 104 miles long and 40 miles wide. Okay, we also have the Ortec base located there, which is the Atlantic Undersea Testing and Evaluation Center. Okay, over here to your left.
There you go, Mark, attorney at law.
Right over here to your left, this is our main post office building. Okay, this is where you can get your postcards, stamps, send out mail, money orders, or you can rent a box there. Okay, it's $30 a year for a small one, or up to $50 a year for a large one. Okay, it's very reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay, now right here to your right, this is currently our Ministry of Health building. Okay, so back in 1861, this was the site of the first hotel on the island, called the Royal Victoria Hotel, okay, which was built by the government. Right, and during the American Prohibition days, you could find a lot of bootleggers hanging out right there. Yeah, that was a very popular spot during that period. And also during World War II, you could find a lot of British and American airmen that also made their home right here to your right at the Royal Victoria Hotel as well. Okay, there's the insignias right here on the walls, so you can see. All right.
Mayor, I'm sorry, Mayor.
That octagon-shaped building right here to your right across the street, okay, that would have been the first building erected in Parliament Square in 1798. Okay, and that would have been the first prison here on the island. Okay, that prison housed 8 persons. Okay, but in 1897, that prison was converted to a library, okay, which currently is today. It's currently our Nassau Public Library. Okay, so the cells which once housed prisoners are now lined with books, magazines, and historical memorabilia. Then you're right over here to your left. Okay, where you see this pink wall right here. Okay, that would be the official residence of the Queen's personal representative to the Bahamas, okay, which we call our Governor General. Okay, now our Governor General is appointed by our Prime Minister, who is the leader of our country, and her duties are to report to the Queen and let her know the activities that are going on the island. Okay, although the Queen and Britain is not yet involved. Okay. Now our current Governor General is Her Excellency Dame Marguerite Pinling.
Alright.
And she is the widow of the gentleman on our current dollar bill, that is the late great Right Honorable Sir Lyndon Oscar Pinling. Okay. This is also a 10-acre estate over here to your left. Okay, as you can see, the top of a slight hill, which we call Mount Fitzwilliam. Right, and if anybody from the royal family were to visit our islands, that'd be the Queen, the Prince, or any of the princesses, this is where they would stay right here to your left, at our governor's mansion or government house. Okay. That's this purple building right here to your right, called Pirates of Nassau. That's our Pirates Museum. If you want to find out some more about pirates, that's the #1 place to go. You'll get a real interactive experience. Okay. Now this Scotiabank ABM machine here to your left can service your international debit and credit cards. Alright. Now this hotel, the British Colonial Hilton, was first called the Hotel Colonial back in 1900. Okay, when it was opened by Henry Flagler. Okay. But it burnt down in 1922, but was quickly rebuilt in 1923. It's had numerous owners over the past few years, but it currently has 291 rooms, along with many restaurants and office spaces. Okay? You're right here to your left, you see all the electronic devices. That's the free Wi-Fi section. You guys can also go and hang out there and get some free Wi-Fi. In this section here to your right, where you see these white tents, this is called Pompey Square. It was named in honor of Pompey, who was a slave who led a revolt on the plantation of a Lord Rowe on the island of Exuma. Okay, he freed all of the slaves there. Okay, so they named this section here to your right Pompey Square in his honor. Here to your left, we got Senior Frogs, a big party spot for cruise ship passengers, spring breakers, and locals alike. You can get some good food and drinks there, as well as some souvenirs and t-shirts. Okay, this dock right here to your left is called the Prince George Dock. Okay, this was dredged between 1966 and 1969, so that cruise ships can pull in as they do today. Okay, but before that, cruise ships would have to park at the entrance of the harbor, and a ferry boat would bring you into the island to exit the ship. Right, get to your right, you got the Casablanca Bar and Deli. You can get our local aphrodisiac, the Count Salad, some of our local beers, the Calic, Sands, Strongback, High Rock. They're also available there. Okay. Also got another one of our local bars right here to your right. You can get our local beers, the Calic, Sands, Strongback, High Rock, as well as our world famous Bacardi liquors and our Bacardi rum cake. Alright. Last but not least, we got our world famous straw market here to your right. We also got vendors inside there with their straw works goods and souvenirs that you guys can also check out. Be sure to find a good bargain inside there as well. They are willing to negotiate. Okay. We got a sign ahead of us saying ferry boats to Paradise Island, Atlantis. Paradise Island is connected to this island by a bridge, which you pay a $1 toll if you're going by vehicle. Or you can take the ferry, which is $4 per person. Now, Atlantis currently has the biggest casino, as well as the biggest water park here in this region, as well as a number of restaurants and other entertainment over there for you as well. Hey guys, we've reached the end of our tour. I'd like to welcome you all to the Bahamas once again. And I'd like to remind you all to please collect all personal items before exiting the bus. I'd like to wish you all a very happy, healthy, and prosperous new year, guys. Enjoy your day.